just a heartbeat from the city's hum, another rhythm dictates the day. An ancient rhythm, it begins with stillness, with an unblinking gaze that holds the power of life and death. Every muscle is coiled potential, every breath is measured, but for all her power, the odds are against her. 4 out of 5 hunts will end in failure. So, this moment is everything. In the tall grass of Nairobi National Park, the queen is holding court, and her focus is absolute. And then, the trigger, a surge of instinct, a flash of panic. The savanna doesn't debate, it reacts, but the moment passes. Fear recedes, replaced by the peaceful, constant work of survival. This is the world of the common eland, the largest of the antelope, yet as gentle as the dawn. A mature bull can weigh nearly a ton, a true heavyweight of the plains, yet they can leap over 2 meters from a standstill. They are browsers, preferring the leaves and shoots of bushes, a diet that provides more moisture, a crucial advantage here in late August when the land is thirsty. The long rains of April and May are a fading memory, and every drop of water counts. They graze under the vast Kenyan sky, their powerful bodies a testament to resilience, a reminder that in this urban Eden, tranquility is a prize, never a guarantee. Elsewhere, time moves differently. Here at the water's edge lies a creature that has outlasted the dinosaurs. A living fossil, clad in armor, forged by millennia. The Nile crocodile, it appears lifeless, a sculpture of mud and scale. But this stillness is a profound survival strategy. As a cold-blooded reptile, it cannot generate its own body heat. This basking is a vital ritual, absorbing the sun's energy to fuel its metabolism. A warm crocodile is a fast and deadly crocodile, but its efficiency is its true marvel. After a large meal, its metabolism slows to a near standstill, allowing it to go for months, sometimes even a full year, without eating again. It doesn't need speed, it has patience, perfected over 80 million years. Its jaws, lined with 68 conical teeth, can slam shut with a force of over 3,000 pounds per square inch, the strongest bite in the animal kingdom. Yet the muscles for opening them are so weak, a man could hold them shut with his bare hands. Those small, bumpy domes you see on its snout are pressure receptors, exquisitely sensitive, able to detect the faintest ripple from an animal drinking at the water's edge. While the plains pulse with nervous energy, the crocodile simply is. A silent waiting power connected to a time long before cities or people or the hum of the modern world. But there is more to this ancient hunter than just patience and power. Beneath that armored hide lies a biological marvel. The crocodile possesses a true 4-chambered heart, much like our own, but with a unique advantage, a special valve that allows it to divert blood away from its lungs when submerged. This is the secret to its long underwater stays, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And while it seems a silent creature, it has a voice, a deep, infrasonic rumble that travels through the water, a call used to communicate with rivals and mates over great distances. This one basks on the banks of the Mbagathi River, the park's southern boundary, and a lifeline for all wildlife, especially now when the plains are parched. For all its fearsome reputation, the crocodile reveals a surprising tenderness in motherhood. A female will guard her nest fiercely for 3 months, and when the hatchlings call from within their eggs, she will gently excavate them, even carrying the tiny, vulnerable newborns in her immense jaws to the safety of the water. Back on the plains, there is community, a tapestry of stripes and tan, moving in a shared rhythm. This is no accident. It is a strategic alliance. The zebras, with their excellent eyesight, are quick to spot a predator from a distance. The elands, in turn, possess a superior sense of hearing and smell. They share the same space, the same resources, and the same dangers. There's a certain wisdom here, a sense that more eyes, more ears offer more chances at seeing tomorrow. As the golden hour spills across the landscape, the hunters begin to stir. The stillness from the morning is gone, replaced by a focused, collaborative energy. Lionesses are the primary hunters of the pride, a sisterhood of lethal grace. They have learned that teamwork is the key to overcoming prey that is often much larger and faster than they are. They will fan out, some flanking, others driving the target towards a planned ambush. They pay close attention to the wind, always striving to approach from downwind to hide their scent. They move low, using the contours of the land like ghosts in the grass. This isn't chaos. It's a breathtaking display of strategy passed down through generations. The hunt is on, a primal drama about to unfold in the shadow of a skyscraper skyline. You may wonder, where is the king in this affair? The male, with his magnificent but cumbersome mane, is a poor ambush hunter. His role is not here, in the subtle dance of the stalk. His duty is to patrol and protect the pride's territory from rival males, a constant and brutal task. The hunt belongs to the lionesses. Their padded paws make no sound on the dry earth. The final rush is a blur of explosive power, but the kill itself is a matter of precision, often a suffocating bite to the throat or muzzle, closing off the windpipe. It is a grim but efficient end. For the young cubs watching from a safe distance, this is the most important lesson they will ever learn. It is not just a hunt for food. It is the transfer of knowledge, the solemn ritual that will sustain the pride for generations to come. But the drive to take a life is matched, and perhaps surpassed, by the instinct to create it. For the pride to endure, the bloodline must continue. When a lioness is in estrus, she and a dominant male will separate from the pride for several days. Their courtship is an intense, demanding affair. They may mate every 20 to 30 minutes for up to 4 days straight. This incredible frequency is a biological necessity required to induce ovulation and increase the chances of a successful conception. This is not about tenderness. It is a raw, urgent, and vital act. A clash of power and instinct that will ensure the roar of the king echoes across these plains for another generation. It is the continuation of a dynasty. the story of the park isn't just written by the giants. Look closer. In the quieter moments, smaller lives unfold with equal drama. The spur-wing lapwing, the feisty guardian of the wetlands. For all the epic drama of the predators and prey, there are these moments of simple existence. This park, you see, is a paradise for birds. Over 500 species have been recorded here, a staggering number for a park of only 117 square kilometers. It is a vital stopover for migratory birds and a permanent home for residents like this lapwing. It gets its name from the sharp, bony spur it hides in the crook of its wing, a formidable weapon used to defend its nest against jackals or even curious herbivores. Its call is sharp, almost metallic, a familiar sound across the park's dams and riverbanks. As it settles, it demonstrates the intricate web of life here. Its presence is tied to the water levels, which dictate the insect life it feeds on. These wetlands, fed by the Mbagathi and Athi rivers, are the lifeblood of the park, especially now during the dry season. Every creature, no matter its size, is a vital thread in the fabric of this incredible ecosystem. In a place famous for the Big Five, it is easy to overlook the Little 500, the vast diversity of birds that truly define the health of this environment. The park's story is told in the seasons. Right now, in the dry heat of August, the grasslands are golden and brittle, and life congregates around the permanent water sources like the dams where this lapwing rests. But in a few months, the short rains will arrive, and after them, the long rains of March and April. Then, this landscape will transform into a sea of green dotted with wildflowers. The wetlands will swell, and the air will fill with the calls of migratory birds arriving from as far away as Europe and Russia. This lapwing is a year-round resident, a true citizen of the park. If a predator, like a jackal, were to approach its nest on the ground, the parent would perform a courageous act, a broken wing display, feigning injury to lure the threat away from its precious eggs. It is a performance of pure instinct and sacrifice, a reminder that heroism in the wild comes in all sizes. And what would these plains be without their monochrome marvels? The plains zebra. Each one wears a pattern as unique as a human fingerprint. For decades, we have debated the purpose of these stripes. Is it dazzle camouflage to confuse a predator's eye in a stampede of movement? Recent studies suggest it might be something more subtle. The swirling patterns seem to deter biting tsetse flies, a major plague on these plains. Others believe the stripes play a role in thermal regulation, creating microcurrents of air to cool the skin under the equatorial sun. They are bulk grazers, their digestive systems able to process the tough, fibrous grasses that other herbivores leave behind, clearing the way for more selective feeders. They live in tight-knit family groups or harems, led by a single stallion who will fiercely defend his mares and foals. These bonds are strong, a social glue that helps them navigate the daily dangers of the savanna. What we know for sure is that they are the iconic beating heart of this wild place. And yet, the story of these stripes has another layer, a social one. It is believed the patterns help zebras recognize each other within the herd. Their vocalizations, too, are a key part of their social lives. A series of high-pitched yips and barks, each unique to the individual. The stallion's role is one of constant vigilance. When the herd is threatened, he will often position himself at the rear, turning to face the danger to give his family a better chance to escape. Their survival is also built on trust. At night, they do not all sleep at once. They take turns standing watch while others rest, ensuring there is always a sentinel on duty. This is the great grazing succession in action. The zebra, with its strong front teeth and robust digestion, feasts on the tough, less nutritious upper layers of the grass. In doing so, it trims the savanna, exposing the tender lower shoots for more selective grazers like wildebeest and gazelle to follow. They are not just inhabitants of the plains, they are its gardeners. And here is the site that defines Nairobi National Park. Ancient patterns of life set against the sleek lines of modern ambition. The standard gauge railway, the SGR, slicing through the horizon. This park is utterly unique. The only wildlife national park in the world that shares a border with a capital city. Gazetted in 1946, it was a pioneering act of conservation, preserving this wilderness even as Nairobi grew around it. This proximity is both its magic and its greatest challenge. It creates an unavoidable interface between humans and wildlife. The railway, the city's glow, the sound of jets landing at the nearby airport. They are all part of the modern ecosystem. Can these two worlds truly coexist? For now, the zebras seem unbothered. They continue their timeless grazing, a powerful symbol of nature's ability to adapt and endure right on the edge of our world. To understand this scene is to understand the park's fragile miracle. The park is fenced on three sides, the north, east, and west, a necessary barrier against the ever-expanding city of Nairobi. But its southern boundary remains open. This is the Kitengela Migration Corridor, a vital artery that allows animals like these zebra, wildebeest, and eland to move out of the park to the vast Athi-Kapiti Plains in search of grazing and to return. This corridor is the key to the park's survival, preventing it from becoming a closed, isolated ecosystem and island. But this corridor is under constant threat from human settlement and development. This park serves as the green lungs for our city, a crucial space that cleans our air and nurtures our spirit. The question we must ask ourselves is not just, can these two worlds coexist now? But what choices must we make to ensure they can still coexist 50 years from now? As the light begins to fade, a final picture of grace. the impala. So perfectly adapted to this environment, they can leap over 3 meters high and cover 9 meters in a single bound. This incredible athleticism is their primary defense. When alarmed, the herd explodes in a display of what seems like chaotic leaping, a strategy designed to confuse a pursuing predator. They represent the quiet resilience of the wild. After a day of intense drama, of hunts and new life, of ancient stillness and modern paradox, the park settles. This is Nairobi National Park, not a relic of the past, but a living, breathing testament to the wild spirit that endures right here in the heart of our city.